weekends used to ruin my progress. I'd cheat, feel guilty, and it would spiral. But then I learned how to plan around high calorie days instead of pretending that they wouldn't happen. I love eating my sushi. Sometimes I'll have pizza too. Like, I'm not this freak who only eats healthy food all the time. I enjoy eating out, especially with my friends. We'll go to sushi, we'll get some sashimi, we'll get some, I mean, I love sushi. Like, sushi is my favorite thing ever, and I cannot imagine living a life where I never eat sushi again. Like, that sounds absurd to me, and honestly, it doesn't really sound like a life worth living. And I'm sure same thing with you guys. If you enjoy eating pizza or burgers or fries or whatever your kind of like guilty pleasure is, we encourage people inside of our program to eat those tasty foods, but you have to do it properly. Your body will store fat from a weekly surplus, but not just from one meal. So I use calorie banking, which means I eat around 200 to 300 fewer calories 2 to 3 days leading up to a social event. And I might use intermittent fasting on that day as well. Not because it's magic, it just decreases my eating window, which allows me to eat larger meals in a shorter time frame. Now, don't get me wrong, I still believe in calories in versus calories out, but I do obsess over the weekly and monthly averages as opposed to just the day to day. And so if you know you have this big social event coming up, or you're gonna be eating out on the weekend, you can just make some small little tweaks to your diet to prepare for that in advance. So if you know that on the weekend you're gonna be going out with the boys, you're gonna have a couple beers, you're gonna have a pizza, or you're gonna be going out to sushi, well then leading up to the weekend, decrease your calories by 200 to 300. And so by the time the weekend comes around, you have an extra 1,000 calories saved up by calorie banking, right? By saving up those extra calories. Now you have an extra 1,000 calories to kind of spare on the weekend. And on top of that, what I like to do is intermittent fasting. So again, this isn't magical. This isn't some super magical thing that'll accelerate your metabolism or do anything fancy or special like that. All it really does, it just decreases your eating window. And so if you know that you're a big eater at nighttime and you're not as hungry in the morning, skip your breakfast and break your fast with like a smaller breakfast, a smaller meal, and then maybe have a smaller lunch as well. And then when dinner comes around, you have all these extra calories saved up where you can actually indulge a bit more without going over your calorie limit for the day. And so by making these small little tweaks leading up to a big event like that, you can still enjoy yourself, indulge in your favorite foods without breaking your progress. These 5 habits help me go from a soft, skinny, fat kid to a lean, confident athlete and stay that way.